the question right, and then if we listen carefully as we talk about tornadoes and chasing tornadoes in News Chopper 9 and tornado safety, then you will get to walk by News Chopper 9 and look inside. The answer is, okay, close your eyes, concentrate. You have to memorize the entire answer. If you get it wrong, you can't look at the helicopter. So you have to memorize the entire answer. Close your eyes, concentrate. Do not say the answer until I ask the question. The answer is Channel 9. Don't say it yet. Okay, I'll give you a second to memorize that. Okay, if you think you have it, don't say it yet. If you think you have it, I'm about to ask the question, but not yet. When I ask the question, and only when I ask the question, you yell out the answer as loud as possible. Here's the question. Don't say it yet. The question is, what's your favorite television station? Channel 9! All right, you got it right. Okay, give yourselves a round of applause. You can go look at this Chopper 9 in a minute. All right. Okay, you guys. How many of you saw over Memorial Day weekend, how many of you saw the pictures of the tornado that we showed live on TV up north of the river? That was one big tornado. But fortunately, the tornado that we shot, nobody got hurt. The neat thing about News Chopper 9 is that we can take pictures of tornadoes and put them live on the air. See that big white ball hanging from the front of News Chopper 9? That's called the FLIR camera. It's that camera that we use to take the pictures of the tornadoes. And that other big white thing hanging underneath News Chopper 9 is what we take back to the TV station on, and then they can show the pictures live on TV. You know, a year ago, we shot another tornado. It was on May 4th, 2003. And the tornado went through Kansas City, Kansas, and did a whole lot of damage. And you know what? We showed the pictures of that tornado live on TV. In fact, there was a man at home in Kansas City, Kansas, watching Channel 9 that afternoon. He was watching the NBA playoffs. We broke in with special weather coverage. He was kind of mad at first because he wanted to watch the game, until he realized that Pete Grigsby was talking about a tornado in his neighborhood. And then all of a sudden he said, and here's some live pictures from News Chopper 9. So the guy's sitting on his couch in Kansas City, Kansas, and the more he hears me describe where the tornado is, the more he realizes it's headed right for his house. And as soon as he realized it and looked outside and saw it was starting to get windy, he jumped up off the couch. He did what you're supposed to do when there's a tornado. He ran down the stairs to the basement as fast as possible. When he hit the bottom of the stairs, the tornado flattened his house. It was gone. So we like to think that what we did with News Chopper 9 that day helped to save his life, and a lot of other people too who were watching Channel 9 that day. And it's those live pictures that enable us to help protect people in and around Kansas City. Now let me tell you something. Did you know tornadoes can only occur during a thunderstorm? And I want to talk for just a second about tornado safety. Everybody knows where you go if there's a tornado. You go to the basement, right? Is getting under something that can protect you. Downstairs, if you get under the tool bench, if the house falls inside, a lot of people say, well, Johnny, what happens if the house falls in the basement? Good point. That's why we tell you to get under something very, very heavy. A great place to be, if your stairs go down to the basement and you can get under those stairs, it's a great place to be. But there's something else that nobody talks about. Brian Busby and I gave a seminar a few months ago how people get hurt during tornadoes. Did you know that most of the people that get hurt in a tornado get conked on the head by something? Because the tornado's up there. If you saw those pictures we took just a couple of weeks ago, the tornado was actually throwing big trees, I mean the size of these trees, throwing them out of the tornado. And when they hit houses and stuff, there are all sorts of pieces of wood and glass and everything flying all over the place. Well, even if you're underneath the stairs and all that's flying, you can still get hurt. So, when you go downstairs, if there's a tornado warning and there's one coming to your house, take along a blanket and some pillows. And cover yourself up in the blanket and put the pillows over your face and protect your head. And if you do all of that and the tornado comes to your house, chances are you're not going to get hurt at all. But, did you know that there is something else associated with thunderstorms that is much more dangerous than a tornado? You probably already did. Did you know that lightning kills and hurts more people every year than lightning? You add up the total of those two and still more people get lightning. What do we do during a storm? Your chances, by the way, of ever seeing a tornado are very remote, let alone ever being hit by one. But being hit by lightning, I mean, you've probably never seen a tornado, but I'll bet you've seen lightning before, right? Okay, so when lightning is around, do you stand under a tree? All right. Do you stand next to electrical wires? Do you stand next to a pond or a swimming pool? All right. The best place to go is indoors. Anywhere inside. Even this little building will protect you. And that's because it will conduct the electricity around. Another good place, and a lot of people don't know this, is to get inside a car. Because if you're inside a car and lightning strikes the car, when lightning strikes, it's trying to get to the ground. And if it strikes you, it's got to go through you before it gets to the ground. Well, if you're in a car, it's going to strike the car, go around the frame of the car, and then down through the tires. So a car is a good place to be too. Well, a lot of people think, what do you do if you're caught outside in the middle of nowhere and there are only a couple of trees and you know you can't stand under the trees? What do you do? Well, a lot of people think you lie down because you don't want to be like a tree or lightning rod, right? That's not what we do. Lie down on the ground. If I were to lie down on the ground here and lightning struck that tree over there, that it could still go through the ground and zap. You all know what to do when there is thunder close to you and you're in the middle of a field, because you've seen it before. Ever watch a baseball game and see the catcher back behind the plate? What you do is you get up on your tiptoes, just like this. And that will keep you from being a big target, and it will also minimize your contact with the ground. But that is an absolute last resort. The best thing to do is to get inside. If you ever hear lightning or thunder, see lightning or hear thunder, get indoors, because that's your best chance of not being hurt. And I talk about very, very dangerous. Now, I'm going to let you guys ask some questions. All you have to do is raise your hand. I got to tell you, I am so impressed with how quiet you are. This is the best Cub Scout group I've ever been with. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're doing great. All right, so you have to be real quiet while we ask questions. Number one, so everybody can hear, and number two, so I can hear, because I don't hear that well. I used to be a rock and roll disc jockey. All right, real quiet. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure a lot of you have neat stories about helicopters and tornadoes and stuff, but all we want to hear today are questions, so be sure you ask a question. Yes, sir? Ah, good question. Is the helicopter hard to fly? You have to fly with both feet and both hands at the same time. In my right hand, when you look inside News Chopper 9, and when you look in there, you're going to notice it looks a lot smaller than it does on TV. But I fly with my right hand. The stick in front of me is the cyclic. And when I push that forward, we go forward, left, right. I can even fly News Chopper 9 backwards. Between the seats is what they call the collective. If I pull up on that, we go up. If I let it down, we go down. If I want to turn right or left like this, I press on the 2 pedals in front of me. A lot of people say it's like trying to rub your tummy and pat your head at the same time. Try it. Give it a try. Switch hands. All right, that's what it's like to try and fly. There you go. Very good question. Great lead-off question. Yes, that young man is back there. Yeah. Oh, good question. Is it fun flying the helicopter? Yeah, and it would be even more fun if I didn't have to get up at 4:45 every morning. It's a lot of fun. You know, have you guys ever read about a magic carpet? You know, where the magic carpets that you just get on the carpet and fly? That's what it's like flying News Chopper 9. The neatest thing is when I came in and hovered a little bit, and the reason I moved is because we were pitched down a little bit and I was afraid the tail rotor was a little too close to the ground. But that's like flying the magic carpet. It's just like levitating. It's like flying yourself. Because once you learn how to fly a helicopter, it's almost like it flies itself and you don't even think about it. In fact, the worst landings I've ever made are the ones I'm thinking about. Well, that's second to the ones where I have my eyes open. In the hat, on the shoulders. Okay, I didn't even see. Anyway, let's go with him right here. Did he have a question? Yeah, he did right there. Yeah. I can hear him. Say it again. What? Real loud. Okay, I'll answer that in the question in a minute. Okay, hold. Why don't you just come right on up here and yell in my ear? You're doing a good job. There we go. Good job. Are you Zachary? You know how I knew that? I read your hat.
What is a hurricane and lightning put together? What would you do?
Ooh, that's a good question. And you know, a lot of times in hurricanes, they're tornadoes. The hurricanes can have tornadoes and hurricane. I couldn't fly News Chopper 9. But if you were in a hurricane, the best place to be is indoors there as well. So both the hurricane and the tornado, the best place to be is indoors. Good question. Thank you. We'll do a couple more. How much time do we have?
Who's got the clock?
It'll take us about a half hour to walk by News Chopper 9.
Okay. Let's go.
Questions. Okay, who's got to be the lucky one? 3 more questions. All right, I want to... Down here? I won't reach. Hold on, I'm going to come down, get the question, I'll come back up. Number 5 down there. Hey, guys, tail rotor first. Tail rotor first. You're going to snake around, okay? Tail rotor, back end, rear, tail.
Send somebody in that section. How about you take that?
Jason, I need you at first base, please.
Get up higher. When I say we're going to 3 cheese, like that. Yeah, we have to get through here. We're going to go. We're ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
Looks like you're standing ready to be soaked.
1, 2, 3. And now we'll do the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, cheeseburger.
Don't touch. Nope. Same on both sides. Same on both sides. Hey, Austin, did you see?
Firefighters! Give a big wave. All right, you guys, thanks a lot. We're going to take off. Bye.
Aaron, go that way. Josh, Matt, go that way. That's it. Stop. Everybody else stay.
I was just told he's taking off that direction. So, might help you out. You want me to kick you out of the house? I'll give you
there.
They gotta sit down.
Why did you have your phone? Because we're moving according to the
Hey, there's the middle.
Oh, he's putting on gloves. Cheater.
Hey, they said you were a drip.
Ah!